Hey.
Stay down, come up in the pot, sit down. Private jet, yeah. This ain't diamond milk, yeah. I'ma get the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling.
Hey, look out, Rock, you downloaded that on the H1? Bruh.
Three rock star, nobody seeing the gang on guard.
Yeah. Superstar status.
Brand new cars, we by the bar now. Swing goes now. Now smash, shots and goals, rock the shows, big bang rolls, cash. Now she go, for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man, the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
All right, Coach, we're about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel.
Boy,
and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That boy want to cry right now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Side here, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense
Unless you got that boy, Lamar.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Shakes off the sack, forced out to his left, dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Hey, Lamar Jackson on TV, and he just broke a sack. Would have been a safety. Broke that bitch. Get the first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
No.
Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I ain't gonna lie to you, son. That shit fun. I know this could be similar to shit. I be in the thing with smoke in them. That's why I don't be accepting that deal.
Downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again, being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is caught, but the That judge right there to say incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
But the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
Here's Rosen. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down, it's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Rosen completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting.
Hey, you got the whole download, Sean?
All-state quarterbacks, receivers,
H1Z1.
defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Josh Bynes able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Jackson on third and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nazir Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Dawson's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Get a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and do it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice game.
No, check, Patriot!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Rosen. Rush coming, he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Caught right side, Gresham. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy. Gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Chandler Jones able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Jones had 4 years in New England, now at his third with the Cardinals.
And he's really gotten acclimated in the desert, hasn't he? 11 sacks in his first season with the team in 2016. 17 last year, which led the NFL. And how about his last 5 years? 58 sacks, the most in the NFL.
Only 1 and 2, only strictly because, like, I be fucking doing too much, bro.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now let's go! Blue, Detroit! Detroit! Blue,
Jackson on first down.
What'd you say?
And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
What's called? It's custom.
Touchdown, Seattle. Tanner McAvoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
Oh, you said that shit. You said that shit because I blocked that kick.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 20, 10.
This nigga Patrick P, man. Pat P, the fucking truth, bro. I hate this fucking shit.
As his guys are in for 6, and the Cardinals are in for 6.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Jackson on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Peter Baker with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
3rd interception.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey,
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again, it's Johnson. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Leopard. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Rosen will throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And the hit turned it loose.
Hold on to the block.
It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option.
Is it just me or this fucking game moving slow as fuck?
And that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen, letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
All right, now look at 56.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Underneath for Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I blocked another one, nigga. Let's fucking go.
They got the ball blocked. But I know one thing.
Go, man.
Special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block and scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it.
And on that, he can take the pats on the back because once you get the block, everything that happens from there is really controlled chaos. And you try and control it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jackson on 2nd down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it.
This nigga grab the ball and fumble that bitch, bro.
Over there as his guys will get the football back.
This nigga grab the ball and fumble that hole. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Gets by him.
Wow.
Daylight. He's at the 40.
Wow.
The 20. 10.
Wow.
Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson.
Wow.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
You see this shit, BJ?
Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He spins free. Another spin. Now a hit and a loose football.
I'm about to. What the fuck? You
so
fucking serious?
Picking him up there. That was
Is
nearly
that another
disaster.
fumble?
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Jackson on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will score.
Get in there, man.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Fuck.
Tanner McAvoy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will get him 1 closer. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose.
Oh, my fucking gosh, bruh.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks are picked up. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Gun. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw is Rosen. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now Rosen on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. K.J. Wright able to drop him for a loss of 4. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. 3rd and long here for Rosen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final
gosh, bro. I'm out here being an ass, bro. I'm out here playing like a bum.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Oh, come on.
Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now Jackson, forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before
Let's go,
he gets
Lamar.
into enemy territory.
Bitch.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Detroit! 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 All right, here we go. Blue line there, lucky 56. Blue line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
This
Ball pops
nigga,
out,
Brandon Marshall.
incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
Some smack Brandon Marshall in the motherfucking face.
Wow.
Motherfucking face, man.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
David Johnson on his way.
David Johnson, brother. Are you fucking serious, bro?
David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Son, David Johnson ain't that.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He will find Davis on the left side complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
No. Check, Patriot!
On 2nd down, Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field. But this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Nah, that's good already. What's this?
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Let's go,
Trufant. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
It's
a critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing is Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12
Son, the nigga broke 6 tackles in one play.
Right, partner,
fuck you mean? Stop you playing. It's not the niggas. Cam Chancellor don't miss tackles, B. Kill it.
He goes and gets the 1st down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Go.
At this stage of the game,
Jack.
all protections.
Let's go, Jack.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a
Go,
1st down.
Jack.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Let's go, Jack.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown.
Now, Lamar.
And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Yeah.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and he will take this one for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th.
It's I blocked 2 kicks, bitch. What do you mean, nigga?
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Yeah, stay back with
Fielded
Big
about
B.
a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I bet you won't.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Over!
And They'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards.
Shut up, man.
Shut
up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up.
But take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. That'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Third right here.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
Oh, he got Jabril Peppers got the ball down. It's a pick. Oh my God.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout.
You know it. You know what I'm running.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. And he's got Fitzgerald.
This nigga. Oh, this. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Oh my God, bro.
Situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you.
I did that shit, man.
Dawson tacks on the point after, so it's now a 3-point game here.
I should have ran the man, bro.
Now can only tie it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Uses the spin. And nowhere to go.
Didn't this nigga come out of?
Only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw.
Oh my gosh! Are you fucking serious, bro? Are you fucking serious? I don't give a fuck, but fuck this game, son. Fuck this game, son. Yeah, that's all me, but still fuck this game, son.
Return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind in this situation with the score,
I really wanted to throw it to the tight end. But fuck this game,
just
son.
giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and end up picking that one up.
A lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
I threw 6 picks
and get the ball back and then score
for
again.
no reason.
But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now he steps away. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout.
This nigga hit me.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left.
This nigga dropped the ball. Son, I didn't drop the ball so many fucking times, bro.
The possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals.
5 picks, bro. 5 picks, bro.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Got 100 yards on the ground with that nigga, though. I ain't tripping. I know it's going to be a struggle. I know the first season going to be a struggle with this nigga. Is it a struggle, though? Oh, my gosh.
I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
And it's not him. I'm throwing dots. I'm throwing dots. It's just really just me making bad reads.
Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Cause the nigga wide open.
So for the Cards,
it
took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they too will leave here.
I had the game over. The nigga just bat the ball down.
Next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.
What's up, son? Man, bro, on the damn game. I made all the worst reads I made ever in life. Nah. It still on me. It still on me. It was bad reads. Like, bro. I threw 3 picks in the first half, nigga, all off just dumb reads. What do you say? Son, you see how many strip fumbles he got? Son. How? Son, No. What you mean? I only did it one time. He stripped Lamar. He stripped my touchdown, and then he backdoored and just stripped a nigga for no reason. Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall dropped 2 for sure first downs. Dropped them hoes. Are you fucking serious? Oh yeah. Then this nigga returned the punt, returned the kickoff, nigga. He busted the kickoff. Yes, nigga, that's what I'm fucking saying. Nigga, that's turbo, son. Son, you know. Son, the nigga, son. Yes, there's no animation. If the lineman is as fast as a running back, son, get the fuck out of here. Yes. Nigga had 200 yards on the bro. Hey, you seen those field goals? That's clutch ass field goals. This is a true fine block, though. Them bitches was clutch. David Johnson, nigga, 5 broke tackles, bro. Not counting the ones that didn't register. Yo, True Fine might fuck around, nigga. Like when I catch a pick, I just take my hand off the joystick. You know what's retarded? A lineman should not be catching True Fine. That's what's retarded, Miles. A lineman should not be catching True Fine, bro. Facts. Aaron Chandler should not catch David Johnson. That's his facts. Yes, bro.
Money back, money back, money back, woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking.
No, sir. No.
Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about.
No, you can't help it. You can't help it. Them niggas is fast as fuck, son. The reason that happened is because Miles playing games and won't put the shit down. The speed threshold. You know what I'm saying? Then we gonna have 60 on speed niggas hawking down True Fun. You can't fix that. You just drop the speed threshold and that shit won't happen. Oh, you know what else went in the game of that shit? A whole lot of shit. Man, shut up, Sean. Man, see me for the 50, man. See me for the 50, man. I'm loading up. I'm loading up right now, nigga.
Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance.
I'm on H1Z1.